inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Here's the former UCLA Bruin, Kaimi Fairbairn, to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A first down carry for Henry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now Jackson. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles, knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Now it's Jackson. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well. So your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing now is Stroud. To Mixon on the check down. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Now Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Look at the big fella go. Touchdown, Houston. Dalton Schultz, 61 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it. And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Flowers going to go in motion right. They go play action with Jackson. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Jackson now. A short throw caught by Andrews. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Jackson to Andrews on that one. 1st down, Baltimore. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Escaping the... And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Complete to Likely. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. Here's 3rd and 10. To throw is Jackson. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A well-executed 22-yard gain. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson, they'll roll him out right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Throwing is Jackson. And he fires one, but incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence. and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
Tucker's kick is good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Stroud looking to throw. Finds his man. It's John Mechie. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Stroud to throw it. That'll be pulled in downfield by Collins. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll, and now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, let's go. Robin.
Stroud out of the gun here. Flushed out right. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Forced out to his left. Stroud is hit and the ball is loose. And it's picked up by the Ravens. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Stroud. This goes out wide for Mixon. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. And Stroud now to throw. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he's giving his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
Sliding out of the pocket. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there as time expires in the first half. And the Ravens have taken the lead on the final play of the first half. So now with a late touchdown, not only will they take the lead to the locker room, but they'll try and add 2 more here. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And he will get into the end zone. So a perfect finish to the half. They get the touchdown on the final play and 2 more for good measure. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Here's Stroud.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens.
And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 41.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second down and 1.
Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
A yard all they need, but it's third down.
Now Jackson.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now it's Jackson.
This one into the hands of Aguilar.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. First and 10 here.
And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Second down and 3. Ball on the 7.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Now it's Jackson.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
Another incompletion with that one. He's just 7 of 14 throwing the football, 50%. Typically not going to get it done, is it?
And let's just make it simple, and that's exactly why they trail.
Throwing now is Stroud.
To Mixon on the check down. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Fourth down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
What?
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Now Stroud.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Brandon Stevens.
Oh, he just left.
Still going inside the 20.
He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't.
Oh, I thought he left. Damn.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown.
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Ravens are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game.
Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marcus Williams.
And the Ravens are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, That's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Well, they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Operating from the gun, Stroud. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Picked off by Roquan Smith.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Justin Tucker for the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. It's caught inside the 10. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back.
Come on, man. That was an interception. This game bugging.
As you end a ball game, it's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
Stroud working out of the gun.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Brandon Stevens.